Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? 1, 2, 3, testing. Hello, 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 hello. So you guys can hear me, right? Awesome, great, okay. Now let's talk about the market today. As you guys can see, we were like before opening, going back to the VO app, just like I tell you guys that sometimes gonna happen. We were going up, we touched the 539 on triple Q, if I'm not wrong, 529, and then we bounce back to the VO app. You get really, really close to the VO app. It's holding a little bit above, and be careful with the day to day. We're gonna have like it's more likely to have some good volatility on the beginning of the day. All right, as you guys can see here, I have already some widgets for the options. All right. Now on the scale of volatility here for options, I can see that I have like it's more likely bearish on the scale of volatility. Okay. Now the strategy on options is telling us to buy a straddle, meaning that the market should have volatility and should explode for one of those sides. Okay. And the strategy tells us that we should buy the straddle. If the market doesn't move on the first 15 minutes, just stop the straddle and wait for the next strategy. All right, that's for margin account, but on cash account at 9, it is old, so that's like a don't trust it. Just don't trust. I'm just showing you guys how to use it. At 9, 31, 32, you will have something better here. But at 9, it was telling you that if we bounce on 528.62, we should buy a call on 530. And this is exactly what we were saying. Like we got the bounce after break this level, and then we should buy call the options, the call when we was here, and then we would be making some money already. But like forget it, this is not valid. It's only gonna be good after 9, 31, 32 when we have the new updates here. Okay. On this one, for options, is telling us that the level is going to change more with the delta is 530. So if you have to do a trade, do on this strike right here. Okay. Other things about options, we're gonna talk on the training for the options. Just forget it. If you have the options, just for now, if you have the options, just like read the swing and execute what you can see here. And if you have a margin account for more than 25,000, you can go for this strategy. Otherwise, less than 25,000, read the swing and execute. Okay. All right. For futures, for scalping, for trading, what we have here, as you guys can see, let me share with you guys. You can see that we have positive gamma right here, negative gamma right here, and positive gamma right here. So it's pretty much like we have two flip areas today. All right, pretty much like we have two flip areas today, meaning that here is the real flip. All right, here we have negative gamma, which means that we should experience some volatility here on this level, and mean that this guy is still the target, 532. 532 is still the target. And if we break the target with some good excitement on the market, we might be going all the way to the 535. Okay. But because the delta is almost zero, 532, we should hold on this level. So if the market starts, nobody knows what's going to happen when we start, right? So we are going back to the VO app right now. So if the market starts, we bounce on the VO app. Listen, if we bounce on the VO app, we might see the market going all the way to the 30, first stop, and then all the way to the 32. And then once we reach the 32, we will see what's going to happen with those bars right here, those bars right here, to see if we're going to keep going up or down. Okay, but Most likely, if we bounce on the VWAP, we're gonna go to the 30, right? 30 might become the new support if we break, and then do 30, 32. All right. If we don't break 30, the 28 should be the support of the day if we don't break. Okay, cool. Now, if we have some change on the bias, because the bias is kind of, I would say, neutral, slightly bullish, neutral, slightly bullish. If we have some break on the bias, what we have is, if we break the 28 and also the 27, then here we're going to enter the negative gamma. And here we might see acceleration to the downside. Now, again, today we have two flips. So we have the support right here, which pretty much is like a breaking, all right, this one. And then we have to break this guy right here. So from here to here, we might be seeing some acceleration, and then we should hold here. Now, if we break this level, the 26, I guess, if we lose the 27 and we enter to the 26, then we might be accelerating to the 25 first stop, and then keep going 23, 21, 20, just like you guys saw on Friday. Okay, so that acceleration that we saw on Friday, we might be seeing this acceleration again if we lose the 27. The 27, if we lose, we might be accelerating all the way to the 25, which is 80 points on Nasdaq. All right. And then once we reach the 25, if you see that we are losing here on the 30, on the 35, if this guy is going to start shrinking, means that 25 is probably not going to hold, and we're going to keep going down. All right, probably is not going to hold. We're going to keep going down. Okay, guys, cool. Now, I guess the K level for today is pretty much the 28 right here, where we also have the VWAP. All right, so the VWAP is pretty much the K level for the day. If we lose the VWAP and go down and retest, and we don't break the VWAP, we might be consolidating on this range until we break the 27. All right. Now, if we bounce back on the VWAP up, then we're gonna go to the 30 and probably to the 32. Okay, guys. So pretty much this is it. Now, one thing that's good for the day is that we might have good volatility, and with good volatility, this strategy is going to work very, very well. So how do you trade this strategy? Pretty simple. If we break a VL like this, and you have a seller's wave, you have momentum on futures, momentum on options, you take the trade and scalp some money here. All right. Okay, now be careful, because don't trade blindly. This level was the VWAP. I guess the VWAP was around here, but this level was very close to the VWAP. When you have something very close to the VWAP, you take the trade, because huge chances to go to the VWAP. The price wants to go to the VWAP. All right, okay, cool. Now, if we break one of the green DVL, and we have buyer's aggression on momentum futures, buyer's aggression on momentum options, and if you need extra confirmation, we have a buyer's wave, check the signal and go for it. Okay, all right. The secret to make money on this market is the stop. All right, guys. So for example, let me see here, one trade here. For example, this one. Let's say you took, that's not the case because you don't have the aggression in both, okay? But let's say you took the trade right here because you felt like it would break the DVL right here and didn't break. Your stop is one candle. Check the stop in one candle. There is no reason for you to keep surfing all this way, because we never know if the market is going to come back, right? So the stop is one candle if you are trading this strategy. This is momentum. Either this strategy is going to work or it's not going to work. So if it's not going to work, one candle, you check the stop. All right, guys? Okay, cool. What else? We are right now on the volatility of the opening. This opening, again, we have the VOAP right here. The VOAP is right here. This opening, probably we're gonna see the price bouncing back to the VOAP all the way to the 530, or probably we're gonna lose the VOAP, and if we're gonna lose the 27, it's even gonna accelerate. You guys can see here the bear momentum, it's acceleration, right? So this opening here, it's a mystery. We have to wait what the market is gonna do it. Okay. So far we are holding the VOAP. Since we are holding the VOAP, it's more likely to keep going bullish, right? But you never know. We might be actually going in a search for liquidity all the way to the minimum of the day and come back. But in other hands, if we break the 27, we might be accelerating. So guys, it's a mystery. You can trade the levels, like if we touch here and you have the signal, check the pullback, all right? If we touch here, we break and stay strong, check the scalp. If we break here, check the momentum. If we break this level and break the level, actually break, check the pullback. If we break and hold, check the pullback. Like trade the AI, all right? Trade the AI, it's a good play for you guys. So today the strategy for trading futures is trade the volatility here, the momentum, all right? It's one candle bounce, stop, or trade the AI, okay? Now listen, the volatility should be good on the opening. So the candles are going to be very, very big. So the stop is also going to be very, very big. So if you can't afford to take a stop, don't trade the opening. Wait 10, 15 minutes for the opening. Okay, guys? So listen to me. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a good day to trade volatility. It's going to be a good day to trade momentum. But the opening is going to have a lot of volatility. If you can't afford to take a stop because we are going to have big candles, don't trade the opening, all right? Now, if you are trading small, if you are trading with a good number of contracts and you can afford to take a stop, go for it. Trade the breaks, because as you guys can see, a just good break right here. Listen, we broke right here, red acceleration going on, and then we lost the VOAP and made a lot of points already, if you guys are already trading, just because I told you that it would be a good day to trade this strategy, all right? Now, it is what it is. If you are going to trade options, read this thing and execute this thing. If you are going to trade momentum, trade the DVL breaks and check the stop in one candle and protect your earnings. Good money is money on your pocket, all right? If you don't know exactly what to do, that's all right. Just trade the AI. If we break bull momentum, check the bull momentum. If we break the bull scalp, check the bull scalp. If we bounce here and you see that's going to bounce, check the bounce, all right? And to know where you are going to take the profits and stops on those levels, you're going to open the AI right here. And here on the AI, you're going to be able to see each trade setups right here. You're going to be able to see where you have to put the stop loss in every trade right here. All right, guys? Okay, cool. As you guys can see, we broke the VOAP, lost the VOAP, coming back to the VOAP. I don't know if it's going to be a retest on the VOAP and going to melt, or we're going to retest the bottom here and lose the bottom. We went all the way to 527.5. Again, if we lose the 527, it's gonna be dangerous. All right. I see you guys later. Take care. Good trade, everyone. We're gonna keep talking on the community. See you. Bye bye. And keep your eyes open on the events, because we're gonna have a lot of trainings this week. Take care. Bye bye.